Oh man, shit's getting real, man. Straight up, like I don't know which direction the world is going in right now, man. Left, right, up, down, east, west, north, south. I can't tell, man, because as of right now, it seems to be bothering me the way people is handling things now these days. You can't even be a comedian no more. Like, what does the world come to, bruh? But in this particular situation, I'm siding more with Tip. Not because I like him as an artist and I respect the man, but only because you bringing up some stuff that mess with a dude's livelihood. I mean, me personally, I would have been a little upset if you'd have brought something up on me that wasn't true either, like Charlamagne said. Putting sexual assault charges or allegations on the man is one of the worst things you can possibly do to a person, man. And I definitely agree with that. As a matter of fact, he said it's one of the worst things you can do to a man. Let me clarify. Let me get that right. You know what I'm saying? Put some sexual assault allegations is one of the worst things you can possibly do to a man. And I agree with that. Now, in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about or familiar with the situation at hand, let's go and take a look at it.
You can stand there, but be quiet, or you can step down and be quiet.
This our show.
I ain't gonna allow no motherfucker
This our show
to make it seem like I'm any less player than I've allowed myself to be presented to the world as long as you've ever seen me. There's one motherfucker that comes by way of my wife, and this one motherfucker has what they call motive.
Hey, excuse me in the white corner. See, I speaking.
If you don't win, do that shit down there. Alright, cool. But there's one motherfucker who has what they call motive and a vindictive nature. And this motherfucker worked up, or as my grandma would say, concocted a motherfucking story. And that shit just carried along. Now, let me ask you a question.
This nigga won't stop talking.
Have you seen Felicia Moore's admission to guilt? Tell me, I'll tell her. You ain't seen it? You ain't seen it? Okay. Well, listen. All this shit was about the mayoral race. If you want to Google it, it's on TMZ. Felicia Moore admits to having something to do with these salacious allegations. But you don't speak about that, do you?
I'm about to bring that up next. You didn't give me a chance.
Too fucking late.
You charged up here with
Too
little
fucking
pants
late. Too
and a
fucking
little
late.
hoodie, and you took the mic.
Madam.
Sir.
Madam.
Sir.
Listen. On some real shit, bro. If a bitch don't want me, it's something wrong with her. I ain't never in my motherfucking life.
Lies.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never in my motherfucking life felt like
Entitlement.
I need her. Oh, whoa, what's up? What's wrong? Ma'am, the door's there, and I ain't never been that nigga. So for you to say things as such, I take it very personally. I listen to you make a lot of jokes, but what you will not joke about is me being a rapist. I ain't that nigga. Ain't never been that nigga. Won't never be that nigga.
In his
because
feelings.
I am that nigga. You understand me? Get it right, keep it right.
Give it
I
up for
appreciate
T.I.
it.
Give it up for T.I. He is innocent.
Hey,
And I was joking. I really was, but I will say this. If any of you are subpoenaed to be in the jury, you can no longer... I was joking.
this This shit ain't no fucking joke. That's another thing. Step back. Ain't never been no fucking case. Ain't never been no fucking charges. A lot of motherfuckers, oh, nigga, you facing them charges. Ain't no fucking charges. Ain't been no charges because there is no fucking evidence. Because there was no fucking crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or my wife. No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you talk on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
Happy Report Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. is innocent. I truly believe it. He never is. There's no charge.
I don't wanna hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that. Hey. Don't play with me about that.
I'm not. But one thing I am as a comedian, I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a motherfucking comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely. And no, you're not going to tell me to shut the fuck up at my shit. This is my shit. Be very clear. This is my shit.
No, it ain't.
People. So y'all won't put that on my body, on God. Y'all won't put that on my motherfucking body. I love this fucking art form. I love this brand. And I'm gonna say what the fuck. Nah, get the fuck out of my face. I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanna say. Here's the reality. Doing comedy. Whatever the fuck is going on, y'all see some shit about me go viral. Guess what? For comedy, it's up for fucking grabs. And nobody is excluded from that. And I love T.I. Somebody swear I'm really this nigga. I love it too. I know we do have heated conversations. Y'all don't ever get it twisted. This some shit, hey, this some shit for us, nigga. Let's have these conversations. Not in my comedy show, but let's have these conversations, nigga.
Oh man, this is crazy. So apparently she was telling the joke, you know what I'm saying, and they get the exchanging words, and pretty much she brought up his sexual assault allegations and told him to handle that while he trying to handle her, and things went left at that point pretty much. And you know, like I said, man, you can't be throwing that type of stuff out there or joking about that. You dig? But, however, I mean, you know, what happened tonight these days, people can't take jokes, man. I mean, what's going on? You feel me? Like, I don't even know which way to go with this right now. But I do know that, you know, if you do throw something out there, as always, the consequences is whatever you got to deal with. So, you know, I mean, she really has something to say about this, you know, in case anybody was confused about the situation, because there was no footage of prior to this incident, so you ain't really had nothing to speculate on, you feel me? But she did give her side of the story as to what happened before the cameras started rolling. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not. Check it out.
I came to the show. It's about over anyway. It's an open mic. He comes. He does like 30 minutes. Now, after he gets off stage, I'm going to the next shit. I'm hosting. I'm talking about marriage and shit. He keeps cutting me off, telling me to shut the fuck up, calling me all kind of bitches, heckling me. So I'm like, all right, come on, stop playing with me. Like, it's crazy. You keep going, and I can't say nothing to you. He then starts yelling about how I need to take my wig off multiple times. Take your wig off right now. Cutting me off. Take your wig off right now. Because a lot of y'all are saying I took a cheap shot. This nigga was literally going on and on harassing me. I don't know why my eyes turn hazel. That shit is really ugly. But anyway, I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations. Everybody was tight except for him. Nobody ever called him a rapist. I responded to him telling me in a room full of people to rip my wig off and made a joke just like he did. So if you got a problem with it, not mine.
Now, according to her, T.I. called her a bitch. And that's what, you know, really was the ultimate disrespect on her end. T.I. denied the whole thing completely. He said to her, I mean, if you can show me proof of me calling you a bitch, I will give you $1 million. And allegedly she did. Well, there you have it, folks. The proof is in the pudding. Caught in 4K tip. I mean, it's right there, bro. You clearly called her one. Not that I care, but you the one denying it. But, hey, this is what the situation is, folks.
You see where the shit got twisted? Never called you out your name. Never called you a bitch. You give me a video where I called you a bitch, I give you $1 million. Where I call you a bitch at? Where did I call you a bitch? I never called you no bitch.
Oh, man. Look, now, I don't know about her on stage, but I know for a fact this right here is pure comedy, bruh. Especially if you've been smoking one or two, man. This is probably hilarious to you right now. I mean, the whole situation at hand. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man.